and switch gears. And it looks like we're going to have Deanna Grant. Deanna Grant's up next, and she is with Grant's Financial Services. So excited to hear about what she does. Deanna Grant, I can hear her, so let's go ahead and see if we can get her camera going. Let me go ahead.
It says I can't start the video. Okay.
Yeah, give me just a second. All right, try now. There you are. Hey, gorgeous. All righty. So we've got you on Deanna, Miss Deanna, who is also my TSP Mastermind sister. So I'm super excited to have you here today. So tell us a little bit about who you are. How did you come to even start your own business?
All right. So my name, I'm so happy. I also went after the Mohair, Miss Mohair, but my name is Deanna Grant, and I'm the owner of Grant's Financial Services, and we are a tax advisory and accounting firm. So we do taxes and accounting. We offer a stress-free tax filing experience. Yay! And we help, because taxes are so stressful for people. And we help business owners make, manage, and organize their finances while saving them 10 to 20K in taxes. Because what business owners don't know is that you must plan and you must strategize. And like I said, I was so happy to go after Miss
Mohit Financial
Services. Mohit, because having the accounting work is so important and integral part of even having tax strategy. Because when you don't have good books and records, you cannot, it's hard to do tax strategy. And a lot of business owners, or just a lot of people in general, either business owners not having financial records, not having their accounting up to date, allows them, we cannot do tax planning. Because whatever you don't know, like if it's a mystery, when I ask you, well, what's your profit? Well, how much money did you make? And you don't know, how do I know what number I have or what's going on in the business so that I could sit down and strategize with you on how we can save taxes, which helps put more money in your pocket and create generational wealth, basically.
Absolutely.
So,
yes. That tax planning, we were just talking about, I was talking about that last night with my sister. And I was just saying, you know, these taxes, we hit a sister hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I could take care of a small village with the amount of money that I am sending and paying in taxes. So tax planning is very, very crucial. Why do you think people shy away from it?
You know, now I'm so excited that you have 62 followers in the group, because I was going to say people in general shy away from financial matters or the maintenance of it. And I want to say it's just because when we grew up, we didn't learn that. Even when you go to college and you study accounting principles, you still kind of don't really understand how to manage finance and how to create wealth. So I think we're just, either you're embarrassed. I don't know if there's some embarrassment. There's some triggers. Like I have some people, I want to say my service plus the therapist would be a good mix. And I'm not trying to, because people have financial issues and hangups, and they do not like to address them. They're scared of it. They're scared, especially with taxes. Like to even think, oh my God, I'm gonna have a big tax bill. A lot of clients think that I should avoid it. And so they go 2 to 3 years. Our best service in our business is catch up bookkeeping and prior year taxes. Business owners go 2 to 3 years without filing, and they just kind of put a blinder on because they're hoping it would go away. But a proactive approach is way better than a reactive approach. Period.
And that's good. I mean, because it's, you know, it sounds like you definitely bring people in, you make them feel comfortable about this process, because it can be stressful, it can be intimidating in terms of working with your numbers and things like that. It sounds like you kind of, you know, whip them into shape and go from there. So tell us where are you located, and do you work with clients virtually?
I was going to say we are now completely virtual after COVID. So
Okay.
you kind of, I skipped over the question, how did I start my business? Now I'm
Yeah.
going to try to keep it as brief as possible.
Okay.
Three things happened to me under the last economic downturn. Three things happened. I was married. My ex-husband left the house. This was like October of 2009. My ex-husband left the house. So my ex-husband left the house. I got fired from the CPA firm I was working for. And then the last thing is my dad passed away. All of this happened to me within 3 weeks' time.
Girl.
So yeah. So with that being said, entrepreneurship for me had just been a dream, and I had doodled it in my diary like, "Dear Di, I'm going to start Grant's Financial Services." It was a dream for me in my diary, and I would not have had the strength. So with me losing everything that gave me security and comfort, it was something about that empowered me. And I said, okay, I have nothing else to lose. I've lost everything. I lost a marriage. I lost a job. And I'm one of those nerdy people that, no, you don't fire me. Like me?
Yeah. Right. Do you know who I am? Right.
A job, and then a parent, because actually my mother passed away from breast cancer when I was 12. So my dad is my family, and that was taken away from me. And so then I was like, the next day, it was like I went out and I was like, I'm gonna start a business. I got a Vistaprint card and a smile. I started it at my dining room table, and we started with 10 tax returns. And then last year we did over 400 tax returns. I do have a brick and mortar office located in Chicago in the South Loop neighborhood. However, we are completely virtual. We process tax returns in all 50 states. And honestly, the federal is the same in all 50 states. There are certain states I do not mess with. And unfortunately, that's California and New York, because those state taxes, they're so complicated. So I'm like, unless I become subject matter expert or I get more clientele in those areas, I just stay away from those two areas. But other than that, I do all the other 48 states.
Okay.
So,
Wow, girl. I mean, you are one tough cookie because you are killing it from 10 to 400.
Yes.
That is an incredible increase. So, my hat off to you for, kicking butt. Is, that's what we do as Black women. As Black women, we get it done. We get it done. Yes. So I'm super excited to have you here. How would they get in touch with you, since you do work with 48 out of the 50 states? Okay, I'm in California.
Yes. And I kind of had a tax tip, but so how you can get in contact with me is I'm on Instagram as Tax Boss Lady. So at Tax, TAX Boss Lady. I have a special offer code. It'll be SS Tax, because for S Corps and partnerships, the deadline is September 15th for extensions. And then there's also the extension for October 15th. So anybody stressing about it, do not stress about it. You can, on Instagram, you could schedule a virtual tax appointment, and we can help you get this done. And I had a tax tip for your community.
Yay! So you handing out tax codes, SS Tax.
SS Tax, yes.
And now, what is the tax tip?
So the tax tip is, of course, you guys know this, but there's capital for investment income. There's something called capital gains tax, right? So if you hold your stock for a year or more, you are eligible for capital gains tax. And then, but if you hold it for a year or less, then what happens is you're taxed at the ordinary tax rate. And that's your tax rate that if you make 6 figures on your job, you probably are at a 25, 30% tax rate. But if you hold the stock for a year or more, then you get this reduced rate. But I also want to just tell you, TurboTax may not serve your needs anymore. I have so many stories of people when they finally, I always beat TurboTax, by the way. So many stories of when clients finally utilize my service, whatever that fee is, they have received that back in a refund. And so it's kind of a mindset shift. So that's it.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, we are definitely catching these capital gains. And
Yes.
so it's important to know the longer you hold it, a year or more, you get a reduced tax rate. You also get a reduced tax rate on dividend income for our ladies who are cashing out their dividends and using that as income as well. So I want to thank you, Gorgeous, for stopping by today. For Grant's Financial Services. You can catch up with Deanna on Instagram at Tax Boss Lady if you want to schedule a discovery appointment, a few minutes to chat about your tax and accounting situation. Do not let Uncle Sam come and sneak up on you.
Yeah.
Make sure you're taking care of your business. It is a scary proposition because I've been there, but it's as soon as it gets taken care of, you can sleep better at night. Trust me. So thank you, Gorgeous, for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much.
See you in the mastermind.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right, so there we go. My girl, Deanna Grant from Grant's Financial Services. You can check her out on Instagram, schedule an appointment, even if you just want to talk about your small businesses, even if you want to talk about your individual tax returns as well. She is phenomenal. And you can check her out at Tax Boss Lady. She has a special code for a discount at SS Tax. So if you do move forward with her, she is able to assist our ladies here across the country, except on the coast, the California and New York tax returns. She don't play around with, because our stuff is just a whole different ball of wax. So